The company was established at the outbreak of the Second World War as part of the war effort, actually, in order to produce seeds for feeding the population. And it grew steadily during the sort of 50s, 60s, 70s. When I joined in the 80s, it was a relatively small company. We've now got a company in California, Tozers Seeds America, a company in Spain, Tozers Iberica. As part of my role, we looked at basically a strategic review of the company where we looked at every process within the business and including services. So we looked at accountancy, we looked at banking, we looked at the legal side of things. For want of a better word, we did a beauty parade of accountancy companies, and so we invited a number of companies to come and tell us effectively what they could do for us. And then Andrew came along for Rothmans, and we felt far more comfortable with A, Andrew, and B, Rothmans as a company that we could partner with.
It's so important from our point of view that we know the clients, understand their business, and therefore there's a massive need to have a personal relationship with the clients.
The human touch is especially important, and I think that's one thing that Rothmans are particularly good at. Andy and his team provide us with not only tremendous financial advice, but also they've become friends, and I socialise with Andy as well, and we were able to have a very good professional relationship and a social relationship as well.
The Rothmans philosophy is everyone counts, and what we mean by this goes back to individually understanding them and their business and tailoring the service to match this.
We'd moved from a position of not knowing where we were on a day-to-day basis to knowing exactly where we were financially. And Andrew and the Rothmans team were able to help develop the systems, help with the training of the staff, and give experience from other companies that had been through similar processes.
We want them to feel that we're all part of one team, all trying to make things more efficient and therefore add value to their business where we can. And the best way of doing that is to have the knowledge and understanding of not only the business but of the individuals within the business. We've implemented a number of changes for Tozers Seeds. We went about streamlining the audit process from a group perspective. Rather than having separate audits carried out in America and Spain, we've now centralised that function, and we carry out visits to the America and Spanish subsidiaries, and in addition we've taken over the payroll function for Tozers.
Another of the areas that Andy has been able to help us with quite considerably is research and development R&D tax breaks, claiming back money from the government for sort of investment in our research and development programs. Well, Rothmans' philosophy is that everyone counts, and I would say that that's exactly the impression that we have of the company.
How's my gardening? Shocking.